Yeah, between two burns. Between two burns, yeah, between two burns. Come and join the convo. Jason and Ethan here to talk, yo. Chillin' while we filling up the room with cigar smoke. Hey, between two burns. Between two burns, yeah, between two burns. This be the show that you like. We always keeping it hype. We got cigars and a mic, talking the pipe and the pint. Let's go.
Clap. We are in for a highly anticipated, T-Money's over there watching. He's anticipating a very special episode. Tales from the Line. Did you ever watch Tales from the Crypt when you were younger? Was it still on when you were?
Yeah, it was still on.
And you had the little guy.
Yeah.
You know, and he'd tell the scary stories or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing today.
Yeah. Because these stories are
These
very
are
scary.
stories specially curated for this episode. This
And
episode only.
everything that we're going to tell in this story is real. The names we will redact for the sake of privacy.
Insert the intro to Law and Order SVU right here, which says,
Yeah.
while these stories are true, the names have been redacted for the privacy of the innocent.
Yeah,
We're not here to make fun of anybody. Well, we're here to make fun of people, but not
No,
call
we're
them
not
out,
here to call them out.
or anything like
we're not
that.
here to
So,
call them out.
these stories are going to be a lot of fun. Between Two Burns, we're back. We are full on in fall, in November. We're past Halloween. Your daughter was Bluey?
A Bluey princess.
Bluey
Big
princess
difference
for
here.
Halloween. Harper was a lifeguard with a group of her friends. 3 were sharks, 2 were lifeguards. They did a themed.
Or like left shark, right shark, or like baby shark, or like
No,
just
I
like
think
a
just
shark.
3 sharks and 2 lifeguards. They were outnumbered, which seems silly, but
Living on the edge.
living on the edge. But before we get into our stories, we want to go over a handful of things. We've had a good
We've
collection.
had a lot come in
Yeah,
recently.
I was
A
thinking
lot
about it when we
that,
were preparing for
didn't
the
know were
episode.
coming.
Yeah, preparing for the episode, we're like, like these things, came in and everything like that. So start with what I'm smoking, which literally came in before we came over here to film this podcast, dropped off this morning, which is the new My Father, Flor de las Antillas, San Andres wrapper cigar. You'll fill me in the details because I didn't know about it until our representative reached out and said, hey, would you guys be interested in being one of the handful of stores that carry it outside of TAA?
So I'll be honest with you, I don't know a lot about it.
Yeah.
Because she didn't give us much information on it, which is okay.
Mm-hmm.
She just said we would be one of a very few number of stores that was going to get it, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And then we saw another rep yesterday, the day before, that reps My Father in a different territory, and he mentioned that it was a TAA exclusive cigar, but now they're releasing it to the general public retailers. But I don't know availability. I don't know if it's regular production. I don't know if it's a one-time thing. I know nothing about it. I know
Sounded like
how
it
much
was a
we were,
one-time thing.
Yeah, I know we were able to get 5 boxes of Robusto and 5 boxes of Toro of it, which is cool. That means every store's getting it.
Yep.
By the time this comes out, they may be gone, but that's okay.
Yeah. By the time you listen to this, the odds are it's gone, so I'm sorry for that. But if you're a listener to this, you're also probably a follower of us on social
Instagram
media. We'll
and-
be posting this today.
Yeah.
It's available in Durham and Greensboro today, in the other stores in the next few days. But, to my knowledge, it's the TAA for this year, which I guess has dropped already? Or
I
is
don't
it
know.
going at the same time?
I don't know.
Because
I
I know,
generally,
I
have
know
no
the
idea.
2025 TAA trip just happened.
Yeah.
But I guess maybe they release the cigars throughout the year, different because everybody.
Yeah,
not
I don't,
everybody.
I don't know
but,
if this was a TAA exclusive in the past. I don't ever remember them doing it, so I...
No. And you may be able to pull it up on your phone, but when I Googled it, it was the TAA for 2025.
Oh.
Is how I read it. Now you can, oh boy.
Ashing on the cord right
Burn
here. Careful. Don't need no technical...
If you see that little,
That's what happens when I
if you
smoke
see that
this
little
big old
fried
cigar.
mouse graphic for technical difficulties, that's what it is.
Let's see here.
But yeah, take a peek at it. So, we're fans of the Flor de las Antillas line. We carry the regular production Flor de las Antillas. We've carried the Maduro in select stores in the past. We're one of the stores that have the Ma'am, which we've talked about in the past, which was one of my favorite cigars that we got last year, surprisingly. And I got to believe that this is similar to that of the Maduro, which is this is the regular blend of the Flor de las Antillas, but with a San Andreas wrapper.
Yeah, the only thing I'm really seeing about it is Neptune has on here, which is I'm assuming what you saw, TAA 2025 Flor de las Antillas San Andreas.
That's what I had on it.
Yeah. So I guess we got a TAA cigar.
Yeah.
Suck on that TAA.
Yeah, but it just like in the regular Flor de las Antillas line, it's in 2025 standards is fairly price affordable.
$12, $13.
$12 and $13 depending, for each respective size. I'm smoking it now. We'll see how it goes. So far, very early on here, but it's quite good. I like the Flor de las Antillas line anyway. So it's not going to be surprising to me that I like this. Again, I really like the MAM a lot.
Yeah.
And then you're smoking something. We'll go over the other things coming in, but then you're smoking something brand new that came in since last pod.
So I'm smoking the LFD Oro in the new size. So LFD Oro, not a new cigar, but they did 3 new sizes of it.
Yep.
The number 5, the number 7, and the number 8. Number 5, I have smoked before, and I thought it was not only spectacular, but I thought it was the closest thing to Opus X that I've smoked in a long time.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I thought it was, the flavor on it was awesome. It was very reminiscent of Opus. It was really good. It's a 5.5 by 48 Corona Gorda. The number 7, which I think is what this is a 7.5 by 52. A little bit longer than I typically smoke, but we're doing the pod.
Yep.
So far, flavor on it's a little bit more mild than what the Corona Gorda is, but still really good. And then they did a 7 by 60, which is the number 8. So Nicaraguan wrapper over Dominican binders and fillers. The Oro was a size that was available, but you could only get it in tubos. But at PCA this year, they announced they were going to move that to a 20-count box, and they were going to come out with new sizes of it. So the original size was a 6x54 Toro. Now they have these other 3 sizes. I think at least the Corona Gorda, anyway, is a stellar cigar. Everybody should smoke it. So far, this is really good, too. We'll see how it develops throughout the podcast.
Yeah. So then other things, again, like you said, we got not overrun, but hit with some good releases that maybe we weren't expecting or maybe forgot about a little bit or just
didn't know when they were
coming over the last little bit. So 2 new things from Fuente that we saw for the first time.
We saw the Sangre del Toro.
Sangre del Toro. And then just a couple days ago, we got the Don Carlos 90 in. Don Carlos 90, super limited to our knowledge.
One-time thing, I think.
Yeah, one-time thing.
Not sure.
The story was some Don Carlos had been found or underutilized, and they put a now I'm drawing a blank. What wrapper we put on?
They found some Don Carlos aging in the warehouse. They thought the wrapper on it was a little too light to sell, so instead of tossing them, they decided to double wrap it. So they didn't take the old wrapper off. It's a double wrapped Corojo over Cameroon, over Dominican binders and fillers.
That's right. I couldn't remember.
Yep. 90 count box. We only got one. I don't know if we'll ever see it again. I don't know if they'll ever do it again. Every store did get some. I have a feeling, though, by the time this comes out, they will also be gone because we're already out in Greensboro.
Yeah, they'll certainly be gone.
Yeah, there's only a couple left here in Durham. So really cool. And then the Sangre del Toro, interestingly enough, is a Don Carlos with a San Andreas Maduro wrapper.
Yeah.
Supposed to be regular production. Now, Fuente regular production and regular production are 2 very different things. Mm-hmm. So it may be one of those things where we see it a couple times a year. It may be one of those things that eventually we can order it. I don't know. We will get it again, but I don't know when.
Yep.
From everybody that smoked it, they seem to enjoy it. So,
Yeah. I haven't got
the packaging's cool.
Packaging on both look great.
Yeah.
Big chest humidor style for the Don Carlos 90 and a kind of thicker, what you expect out of, excuse me, kind of their limited stuff for the Sangre de Toro.
Yeah, it was almost like the Don Carlos line kind of got Opus treatment.
It did,
cool
for
artwork,
sure.
Nice box.
Yeah, for sure did. And everything like that. I had one other written down that now I'm blanking on, but then I thought the other was like the Tatuaje Honduran, which not, I'll come to my brain what the other thing is, but this is a big addition for Tatuaje, expanding out Series P is the Honduran, right?
Well, so Series P is the line. So
Oh,
there
Series
was
P is the
always a
line.
Series P Nicaraguan.
Yeah.
And then there was a Series P Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And now there is a Series P Honduras. So the Series P is his mix filler line.
Mixed
So
filler line.
it's leftover premium
Cuban
stuff.
sandwich style.
Cuban
or whatever you wanna
sandwich
call it.
style, short filler as a filler, binder, wrapper. The Series P Nicaragua always had a Sumatran wrapper. Series P Miami had the brown label wrapper. The new Series P Honduran binders and fillers coming out of the My Father Honduras factory with a Nicaraguan Habano wrapper. They retail for $5.
Unbelievable
And,
price point on 'em.
I mean, I'm a tat guy, obviously. But I will say this. For $5, it smokes like a $8 or $9 cigar. The construction on it is fantastic. I think My Father makes the best Cuban sandwich on the market.
Yep.
Especially if you look at what they do with Tobacco's Baez. I've smoked a lot of the P Miami stuff because I think it's a great cigar for the money too. But this cigar, everybody seems to love it.
I've smoked it a couple times now.
Yeah.
I quite enjoy it.
I think they're using leftover tobacco from the My Father Blue label, which
I mean, given the time frame and everything like that, it seems like that feels logical, right? Just
Yeah.
because like how much Honduran could they have already?
Yep.
And if that, I mean, listen, My Father the Blue has been well received is like an understatement. How popular that cigar has been. So if they are using that, now nothing suggests that we know for sure that they are, but if they are, then I mean, it should be no surprise that it's been pretty good. And it's not, sometimes for me, like something can be good in context, right? Yes, it's good for $5 or it's good for 20. It's okay if it was, you buy something that's 30, you're like, if it was 15, I'd be all about it, stuff like that. I've smoked it probably 3 or 4 times now. I think it's just good. It's not good for $5. It's just very, very good.
What I've been doing with people, especially people that I know and trust me, if they want something new to smoke, I've been giving it to them, and I've told them what it is, but I hadn't told them it's a Cuban sandwich, and I hadn't told them the price point. I'll just say, smoke it. It's Tatuaje. It's Honduran. I think you're gonna like it. Once you smoke it, tell me what you think about it. Then I'll tell you the price point. Because unfortunately, with this industry, there is a stigmatism towards cheap cigars.
Yep.
Right? So, I don't want them to have that bias going into smoking it. And everybody that I've done that with has said it's a really good cigar, and then when I've told them it's $5, they just lose their minds.
Between that coming into the humidor and the reception that we've got from our line stuff since we've switched to Aganorsa, and I apologize that we're low on them. Our first run of them, with our previous manufacturer, the run that we got from Aganorsa would have been a 6-month supply
Easy.
of cigars.
Yeah.
We never experienced like that. So we're low on them right now. We've put it in motion and Aganorsa is doing a new run and everything like that. But we just not experienced that kind of reception as something that we've done like that. So the value that we have going on in the humidor right now with that cigar and the Honduran, like if you're price conscious right now with these tariff stuff like that, we've got stuff for you right now. For sure. Like those have been fantastic additions to the humidor. Like I said, the stuff with us in Aganorsa. The other one I remembered, because we talked about the one and it triggered it, that we talked about on the last pod about when it was coming, but it did. La Union came in that meantime. Part did. Yeah, part 2, exactly. This is the second installment and seemingly the final installment, right, of the collaboration, if you will, between My Father and Tatuaje. 40 counts or 80 count? I can't remember.
40 counts, so there's 20 of each.
20 of each, where Pete and Tatuaje made a cigar for My Father, and then My Father made a cigar for Tatuaje. This one came in the red box. The box packaging is awesome. Comes with the cutter inside. Pricey, as we know, same price as the first one, though, right?
Yes, it is the same price as the first one.
So it's in that, was it 59?
60 bucks, yeah.
bucks, yeah. I haven't had a chance to smoke it. I don't know if you smoked it or not.
I have not smoked it. I did get one of each. They're in my humidor right now. I'm not even saving them for a special occasion. I'm saving them for, I should have brought them today. Saving them for a time where I can sit down and actually smoke them without having to get up uninterrupted. My father, for Tatuaje, the Para Tatuaje had a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper, Nicaraguan binders and fillers. The Tatuaje for my father had a Sumatran wrapper with Nicaraguan binders and fillers. So I'm a little bit more excited about these than I am the previous ones. The previous ones were good. I thought they were overpriced, but they were good. These are more in my wheelhouse of like, I love when Pete Johnson uses broadleaf. The Tatuaje TAA is one of my favorite cigars every year, which I don't know if he's doing one this year now that I'm thinking about it. And then the Sumatran wrapper, that's on the Karloff, which
is coming.
Is coming.
Well, we believe it's coming.
We
We've
think
ordered.
it's coming.
Yeah.
New size of Karloff, which I was raving about on the last podcast episode, so excited for that. But anyways, they work really well with broadleaf and Sumatra, so they are still available in Greensboro. They are also available here in Durham.
Yeah, so I mean, it was an awesome month of stuff coming in, and we
had good Viaje.
Yeah, the Viaje,
kudos to
full
Viaje for not
moon.
screwing up full moon, because
Oh,
I
boy.
mean, you know.
Yep, boy.
Sorry, this is wrong podcast episode. That was the last one.
Insert stereotypical Viaje hate now. But yeah, we kind of undersold it on the last pod. Like we were just kind of waiting for Rocky 30th, which we're still waiting for.
Yeah.
Jimmy, our guy Jimmy out of Southport, shout out Jimmy. He's gonna be listening to this pod. He loves it. Kind of said,
I think
you guys
Jimmy,
said
we need to
that-
get
I
Jimmy a
thought,
number one fan badge, because Jimmy
for sure. But I probably just need to get him on the podcast. Like,
Yeah,
a little round
I've
table.
never met Jimmy. Have you met Jimmy?
I miss him every time I go to Southport. But great customer, great dude. But he's like, he commented on Instagram after we posted. He's like, I thought you guys said the only thing you were waiting on was X, was the 30th. Or whatever. I was like, well, we kind of thought that was the only thing we were waiting on too. Some of this stuff we forgot about. Some of the stuff just kind of made an appearance. Like we had no idea that this Honduran Tatuaje was coming.
Nope.
You sent me a picture text from something,
It's
I
an
think
Instagram
maybe from
post.
their Instagram post,
Yeah.
like, here's coming. And we immediately turned to our rep, and this was on Friday.
Yeah, and he
on a
said-
Friday, he's like, yeah, you can start ordering it on Monday. And we're like, okay, well, just go ahead and hold this order for Monday. Like, we want this. It's so, it's not a massive fanfare release when it comes to Tatuaje or any company with their limiteds and their special names and stuff like that, but it's a very effective release, especially when we're talking the price point. It's Honduran, right? So we still don't know what it looks like. When you're listening to this podcast, we still don't know what Nicaraguan tariffs might look like if we're going to be subject to the 100% potential penalty tariffs, and for how long, or whether those even get applied. So that's still up in the air, but that's a cigar. If you're a cigar smoker, and price conscious, and the stuff from Nicaragua goes up exponentially for a period of time, that you can lean on, enjoy for unbelievably great price.
Yeah, and I really thought that Tat wouldn't do anything Honduran until PCA next year, but I really think this was a preemptive strike.
Yeah,
Of let's get this
let's
on the
get
market,
something on the market.
just in case.
I'm personally am pretty confident that I think Tatuaje still will have something Honduran for
Yeah,
PCA.
I do too.
I don't know what that's going to look like. If it's going to be
I wouldn't be surprised if
Honduran
he
line
does
extension.
I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't do like a Honduran brown label, like a core, because brown label is his core line, right?
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see the 6 sizes of core line being done in Honduras, honestly.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah,
Time will tell.
we'll see. We're excited about it, which is not too far down the road or anything like that. So, cigar-wise, I say, okay, that's about it. But for 1 month of surprising was just, and it was kind of banger after banger. Again, I didn't get to smoke. I'm not probably going to smoke either the Don Carlos, because they were super limited. We like to get them in customers' hands. But we're smoking the San Andreas right now. This is outstanding. This is back-to-back bangers coming out of the FDLA line. If you want,
I'll smoke it.
give me a little
maybe this
FDLA
afternoon,
hat. That is awesome that you have. I really enjoyed that.
Did you smoke it?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't
yeah.
know you smoked
I
it.
really liked it.
Yeah.
The other thing was, Wait, did I smoke that or not? You
I
know
don't
what?
think
No,
you did.
I haven't yet. Confusing it with Suave, which was Suave in last time we did the pod.
Yeah. Suave came in like July, I think.
That's when we got that. Okay, all right.
It's been a good year for cigar releases.
Great year for
and
cigar
there's
releases.
actually some more stuff coming that again we didn't know about, like the Boris Karloff. Now, Boris Karloff, my guess is we get 3 to 5 boxes. It's going to be extremely limited.
Yeah,
I think
shout
they're
out,
only
shout out to
making,
anybody who's listening who's a tech person. Be on the lookout for the
Yeah, I
posts and
mean
stuff
we'll
that.
get what we get. That's not an order
Jimmy,
thing.
if you're
That's an
listening, we'll get you
Outacade.
taken care of.
Yeah, we'll take care of Jimmy. Warped Piece Unique coming back this year. Got the email about it yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, did you really?
Yep, ordered 2 boxes
Sick.
of it. So it is
Sick.
expensive. You know, on expensive stuff, it's hard to gauge interest, right? Especially on a more mild Connecticut. Now, the nice thing this year is after smoking it last year, that cigar was stupendous.
Oh, well, it was one of my favorite cigars, if not my favorite cigar.
Stupendous. So it's the same size, same blend, still $40 MSRP. But we do have a couple boxes of that coming. It ships at the end of this month, supposedly.
Yeah, and I think people, when it comes to price point cigars like that, it's just so rarely a box purchase unless it's something that has this kind of cult following, which I think Warped has cult following in instances, but it's not quite the same as Opus and stuff like that. So we get the right amount of boxes because the person wants to try it, wants to have it, wants to stash it away, whatever. I think a lot of times you get a person who comes in for that kind of thing. It's like one to stash, one to smoke,
Yeah.
kind of thing. I'm gonna have one now, and then I'm gonna put it in the humidor and everything like that. Warped pipe tobacco in, which I did not realize was a thing. But you brought that in. They just started doing distribution. Is that right? With
Yeah, so-
separate smoking pipes, which is how you could get it before.
Yeah. So Kyle worked with Laudeezy and Jeremy Reeves, their master blender over at Cornell and Deal, to do his pipe tobacco. And the only place, to my knowledge at least, that you could get it was through smokingpipes.com, but they've decided to take it nationally. We've got 5 different blends. Interestingly enough, I think 3 of the 5 blends have cigar leaf in them. So these are, and I haven't smoked any of them.
Have you smoked any?
Have you smoked any of the Warped?
pipe tobacco?
Our
No.
pipe expert
Our pipe
on hand
expert
has not had a
smoked it, yeah.
chance
He'll
to smoke
check
them
in
that.
on the next pod. Yeah.
But yeah, really cool stuff. It's nice to be able to bring it in easily thanks to our partnership with Laudeezy. Speaking of that, our pipe show coming up November
Pipe
the
show,
22nd.
end of November, yep.
We have a big surprise that we're going to release there, pipe tobacco related. If you are a fan of pipe tobacco,
If you're a pipe guy, whether it's if you're a pipe guy, oh boy, you're gonna be excited.
yeah. Really, really excited. Yeah, so anyways, Warped pipe tobacco, though, really good. We'll be featuring that at the pipe show. Peterson Savinelli, local pipe maker, Jeff Payne. Couldn't remember his name there for a second. I think we're going to maybe
T-Pain.
feature a different, maybe featuring this new brand called White Elephant as well. I've been talking to Waylon about that. Make some really unique and interesting pipes in the same price range as Peterson and Savinelli, using some different types of wood.
Pipe maker, not pipe tobacco.
Yeah, pipe maker.
Interesting.
Yep, they're called White Elephant. So we may have
Handmaids.
some of them.
Handmaids.
You know, I don't know. I don't know much about him. He just sent me some pictures of them, and I thought they were really cool. I'll
Take a
show
peek
them
at
to you
'em. Yeah,
after
Yeah.
we get off. But that's going to be a lot of fun. We'll have Waylon, who we're going to get on the podcast at some point. He wants to come on the pod.
Yeah, I think we do. He might be.
Maybe we do a pipe show podcast.
Well, that's what I think. That we talked about him. That would be kind of the plan. So I think he actually might be our next podcast. You hear from us that we record might very well be the one with Waylon. We can release it before the pipe show, and you can hear all that pipe stuff and everything like that. So yeah, that's good. What was the? Do we have any happenings really since our last one?
Not really.
No.
Oh, we had when we do the Drew Estate event. Was that?
I feel like we had already recorded, maybe not released the last pod, but we did the Drew Estate
we
tailgate.
had our Halloween party here. We did
here.
NC Central's homecoming thing here.
Yeah, did that here.
Aganorsa Takeover event
Aganorsa
here.
Takeover was good.
You've got the Bourbon Festival, the
We've got
Blandwood
the
Bourbon
Blandwood
Festival
Bourbon
coming up
Festival this
on
Saturday.
Saturday.
That will be long past by the time you hear this
Yep.
next week. But I'm telling you right now, we sold so many cigars at that thing.
So many
Just
cigars.
so many.
The most cigars
Dude, like,
ever
they
sold.
gave us an award certificate and
That's
all sorts
exactly
of things.
right.
So if you're listening to this now, you'll have no way to.
You got a
fact
key
check
to
that.
the city.
Key to the city. I think they named a street after us. So.
It's now called the Tipton Manor.
That's right. I'm not gonna lie. I think if you toss them a few $100 for a donation, they might be willing to switch the name. They're struggling. Well, they're doing a good day. They're doing they're doing good work over there.
Yep.
Are you ready to get into the meat of this?
Oh, buddy.
We've been talking about doing this for so long.
Hey, well, the funny thing about it is some of these stories are just so unbelievable. Like, this is very much so an explicit episode because of one of the stories.
Yeah, one of these. Yeah, this
two
is,
of
this
them,
is
really.
a few of them. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
not. This is not. You know,
And-
if you're
and-
listening to this, car earmuffs for the next hour.
So I kind of wanted to call this episode "Tales from the Crypt" is the best episode name, but right now, as we sit here, it's a full moon, right? It's full moon. I think it was
boy.
yesterday, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I am not the most superstitious person, but I do have a firm belief that when the full moon happens, the crazies come out.
Crazies come
so
out.
these
of
are full
moons.
moon stories.
These-
Like,
these-
these are.
Oh, these are full moon stories and more.
Yeah, in more ways than one. These are stories that have happened over the last. Well, most of them have happened since you've owned it.
Yeah,
I've got
yeah.
one
That was before.
from when I was an infant in the cigar industry
Yeah,
that I will share. But most of these have had, the crazy thing about it, we're going to share 6 or 7 stories probably. There are so many more that we have already forgotten. These are just
Oh,
the
God,
one. These are like
goodness,
the
yeah.
Mount
So,
Rushmore of
listen,
stories.
Yeah, that's right. This is kind of the Mount Rushmore of lounge stories over the last 7 years, because we get all the the goofy interactions or whatever it is.
It's retail,
that any
right?
shop or any retailer gets. These kind of rise to an occasion. Some more shocking than others. Than anything like that. And listen, it's not our intention to make fun of anybody. We'll redact all names or anything
Yeah.
like that. If you're listening and you know this is you, hey, let's find a way to rectify it. Okay.
Yeah, if you're
maybe
listening to this and this is you,
don't do it again.
please, dear God.
I don't know if T's heard these stories. This could be interesting while he's listening.
I know he's heard a
standing there.
couple of them, but I know that.
I'm not sure he's heard the main one though.
What are we doing as the main one? The one that happened here, or are you talking about your story?
Oh boy.
Or are we talking about?
Well, both are equally shocking.
Yeah,
That anybody who's listening to this are just going to be like, why the f- did you guys even continue your days? I was thinking mine, but then when you said yours, it's like,
Nah,
both of
we'll
those are going
keep
to be
yours.
shocking. I don't know that he knows about either of those stories, though.
yeah, that's fair.
So he's going to be, you see,
Yeah.
he's ready. He's
Yeah.
got his pipe. He's packed his bowl. He's ready to go. Like,
Yeah, so
He's got the
hunker down
popcorn,
on this.
hunker
Get
down.
pour you a bourbon. Get you a cigar
and
pipe. Light it up.
It's story times with E and J.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's tales from the lounge.
Tales from the lounge.
I'm
I'm
gonna let you go first.
I will kick this off.
I'm gonna let you go first.
I'm going to tell my story. This was before you owned the business, and I think I've shared this with you before, but I may not have. All right, let me paint the picture for you. This is before we had any other shops, right? We're
Yep.
just in Greensboro. Larry still owns the business. It's Christmas time, all right? So it's Christmas season, and this is so early on that the beer room was still the wine, or the wine room was still the beer room. Okay, so like we hadn't even done the flip flop on wine and beer in the store yet. That's how long ago that. So 10 years ago probably is when this happened. So it's Christmas time. I'm just working part time, and a gentleman comes in, seems fine, and he goes in the humidor, and Larry's with a customer, and I think Pete was with a customer. So I go in the humidor and, give him the typical, let me know if I can help.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah. Come in here. He's a real wired, you know what I mean? He's kind of
It's
acting
a
a
little
little
jittery.
squirrely,
Yeah.
and again, I'm gonna change names here, but the first thing he says to me is, "Hey man, do you know Jeff?" And I'm like, yeah, I do. Like, well, I'm gonna kill Jeff. And I'm like, what? What do you? He's like, yeah, man, I went to prison because of Jeff. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, man, I just got out of prison. I've been in prison. I've been working out. I kid you not. He tells me he's been working out. He lifts up his shirt.
I'm remembering this because Jeff is a redacted name as well.
Yes,
correct?
Jeff is a redacted name. Yeah, Jeff is a redacted name.
Shout out Jeff, who we have not seen
In
since
a
then.
long time. But this guy, he's like, yeah, I've been working out. I've been doing sit-ups and push-ups. And he lifts up his shirt and he's like, hit me. And it's like the Joker from Batman where he's like, hit me, right? And I'm like, punching his abs in the humidor.
hit him?
Yeah, he's like, hit me.
Oh
And I'm
my
like,
God.
what the hell is happening right now? And then he goes into this story about how he and Jeff, and I actually don't remember this guy's name, how he and Jeff started this business.
Yep.
And Jeff screwed him over. And through some sort of shady business deal, according to this guy who, you know, a little shady himself, got caught and went to prison for a couple years because of it,
Yep.
but had been plotting his revenge on how he was going to kill Jeff. And he continued to talk to me about this in the humidor, and it was just the two of us in there for like another 5 minutes. So he finally buys, I think he buys a cigar, and he leaves, and I'm just standing there, and Larry's with the guy in the beer room. I felt bad about it, but Larry's with the guy in the beer room, and so I was standing up front talking to Pete, and I was like a little shaken up by this. Right? Because,
Yeah.
like, this is in my infancy in retail. I've never experienced anything like this
You're
before.
like,
I
is
hadn't worked
this-
in
is
the
this
court
every day?
system yet. I was like, what is happening
Oh
right
yeah,
now?
you hadn't been calloused by the court system.
Yeah,
at that
now
point.
if it happened, I'd be like, wow,
Yeah,
I got
like, that's
crazy,
like the
whatever.
least
That's-
surprising thing
yeah,
that's
that's
happened
exactly
today.
right. But anyways, I got a little loud because I was freaking out, and Larry was like, hey, calm down. It's okay.
Take it easy.
And I was like, he was like, take it easy, man. You know,
You'll be all right.
it's
You'll be
fine.
All right. Have we seen that particular gentleman since then?
You know what, Jeff?
No.
Oh, the other guy.
The guy
No,
you-
it's
the
the only
guy you
time I've ever
punched.
seen him.
Yeah.
Only time I think his name was. I'm gonna say his name because I actually don't. I think his name was Tom, but I've never seen him since.
And if you're listening to this podcast and you're wondering, to my knowledge, because I've seen Jeff around Greensboro, Jeff is still alive, to my knowledge.
That's
Last
good.
time I checked, this was not that long ago. I'd seen Jeff, and he is alive.
That's good, yeah, because I hadn't seen him at the store in a while, but he had told me he was cutting back on smoking, so that's not.
He hasn't been to.
Saw him at like Village Tavern or something.
Yeah, I saw him out, and
Yeah.
I've seen him involved in things and stuff like that. I don't think he's been back to the shop since that incident.
No, he started coming back in.
Really?
If we're talking about the same person.
We'll double check after this, but
Yeah,
I think
if we're
we are.
talking about the same person, he started coming back in the shop. It was like 3 or 4 years after that, and he came in consistently for a couple years because he always bought Padron. That was his cigar.
Yeah.
And then he just kind of disappeared again. But
Okay.
apparently he
Okay.
comes
Maybe.
and
Maybe.
goes.
All right. But he hasn't been around in years.
Years.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
it's
So
been
yeah,
years. It's been
that's
a
what
long
I'm thinking
time.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah, the timeline on that. How hard you hit him? I mean, did you?
I wasn't throwing no haymaker. I mean, I was a little
Yeah, but
freaked
enough
out.
to. I mean, could you tell he'd been working the abs?
Yeah, I mean, they weren't washboard abs, but
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you know,
Prison
he'd
abs.
been doing some sit-ups in
Prison
prison,
abs, yeah,
prison,
yeah.
prison sit-ups. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Push-ups, that kind of thing. Yeah. So, anyways, that was my first real foray
That is
into
for your first real whoa,
what am I getting myself into,
What's
and here I
that?
still am.
what's happening? Outside of going to prison yourself, would your worst fear then be somebody who you helped put in prison seeking
Coming after you?
revenge?
That was legitimately a concern of mine when I was a magistrate.
Oh, I'm sure.
Now, thankfully, I worked in a different city than where I lived. But the crazy thing about work, this could be a whole nother podcast episode. I'm not going to share any courthouse stories, but
Oh, good Lord, no. That's a week-long series. That's a
I mean
Netflix series, dude.
that's the yeah. But I mean, like the way the courthouse worked at the time is whenever I printed a bond paperwork and I put somebody in jail, that person got a copy of it, but my name, like full name, was printed on the piece of paper. That's magistrate. So like there were a couple times where I was a little worried, but I mean I'd been working at the courthouse for so long that it was just kind of a well-known fact of like we know what these people do, they know what that we do,
Yeah, yeah.
and it just
Yep.
kind of is what it is.
It was an amicable relationship.
Sure.
Sure.
So
All right,
anyways,
so
that's my first story.
My first story is less crazy customer than crazy incident. And it's mild in tone compared to that one. But this was roughly a year and a half ago, probably, right? We're talking the car show.
Yeah, I know. I figured what you were talking
car
about.
show.
It may have been a little. No, because Robbie was still in Winston. You were working with Austin that day.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, close to. I think it was probably like spring of or fall of 2024. Yeah, going on 2 years ago now. Because yeah, that's right.
Either way.
Yeah, it was Austin and I, and it was probably like 3:30 in the afternoon, something like that. Raining outside, kind of a
rainy,
yeah, it was like
Monday.
a rainy, dreary, like yes, correct. And we're sitting in the hall. There's people in the lounge. Dale was in the lounge. I think Darrell, was in the lounge.
Oh, so really?
Yeah.
That's important for later because I've just found a common theme amongst our stories.
Oh,
it's,
boy.
It's Darrell.
Oh boy, it's Darrell. Yeah, I think Darrell was in the. I'm fairly confident. Dale, 100% confident. And we're sitting there, and we just hear just a crash, and we're like, "What in the fuck was that?" And we look outside, out the back door, and there's a car parked sideways across our driveway, and our fence is all over the place, and it's two younger kids, brother and sister, who are probably, I think the guy, young boy driving was like 17. His sister's maybe like 19 or something like that. And if you know where our shop is, a half a block up for us is an intersection with a light, which people don't pay attention to. This person coming up Merritt in the rain, clearly not paying attention. They were at speed, didn't think about slowing down until they realized they were running through a dead-ended red light, and slid in the rain through the light, through the parking lot of the gas station next door, hit our wet grass between the two spaces, which made it slide there, and just smashed through the fence. I mean, just blew it up. And we went out, and I mean, he made up some excuse. This person ran the light, stuff like that. You could clearly tell it was not true, that they just ran the red light at speed, tried to turn, and just started sliding. Now, lucky for them, the only thing they did hit was our fence. They slid through a parking lot of cars and gas pumps and everything like that could have been an absolute disaster. And they slid through all of that, hit that grass, picked up a little pace on the wet grass like a golf cart, and just blew through it. And the shock and look on their face. And then it's like, I got to call my mom. And they called her, like, cool, man.
Mommy.
Me and Austin brought him inside, let him sit there. They sat in some chairs or whatever. They were shaking up. Thankfully, everybody was okay, which is obviously the reason we could laugh at it. But, boy, like, we were like, what the
I wish I'd have been there. I was not there for either of your stories.
Oh, no, you were not.
Yeah.
I called you on the second one.
So that's what I was going to talk about is the phone call, because I got a phone call from both of those stories, and the phone call I got from Austin was, bro, you're not going to believe this. Someone just broke our fence, and he sent me a picture of it. Now, the funny thing about it is our fence is still in memoriam to them.
Yeah. It's
holy.
So, I mean... I think the thinking is like that's the trajectory. So maybe next time you just slide right through the hole.
Well, it's nice because if we need to run next door to get a cup of Zenicinos or a bag,
it's
a
like
box
a little
of toasted, extra
path.
toasty Cheez-Its.
Yeah, you gotta get a Pop-Tart. Pop-Tart guys on the move.
It's just
you
nice.
Just got a little doorway over to the gas station.
But it really is like if you know where the Greensboro shop is, that turn, not only when you cross Merritt and you turn left onto Spring Garden, is it sharp, but there's also railroad tracks. 2 sets of railroad tracks.
So if I had to guess, the railroad tracks is probably what set them off on this adventure, because they were hitting the tracks at high speed, and they probably literally got airborne over the air track.
The crazy thing about it is they are very. I mean, if it wasn't raining, it would have happened. I don't know, but they're lucky it was raining and it was a Monday, because the gas station next to us stays fairly busy, and people park right there at their at the end of their parking lot, right where that grass is at. So
Yeah.
how they did not hit anything
The
but
owner of the
Arthur, how
gas
they missed
station was his Audi, or he has a Bentley, and it was sitting right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, how they missed the shed out back too. I mean, they were fairly close to that. Or
It was
or a car that was parked right there.
Best case scenario for that
Yeah, 'cause-
situation. Yeah, because not gonna lie, like if you've been, like you said, if you've been to the shop, 90% of the time, somebody is parked in that gravel spot that's on our side of the fence. And the fact that somebody, I mean, then we're talking of a very serious accident, and then we wouldn't be joking about it. But like I said, since nobody was hurt, but like, yeah, the amount of just like coin flip luck,
Yeah.
just like, is wild. Like
Wild.
wild.
Wow.
But they smashed the shit out of that fence. That fence is still missing. It's a little cleaned up. We got it cleaned up. But if you're looking to slide through there, they got a doorway, and you just park right there, and you know.
Maybe that's why they just built that ramp off of their parking lot down into the grass.
Yeah, maybe it is. Just right off.
Domino effect.
All right, give me. I feel like these stories kind of escalate up.
Should I give Robbie's story? Or am I sharing that story?
You can share that story. This story.
This story is more incredible.
This is not
unbelievably impressive.
impressive. This is not a.
We're not making fun of this
This is
person.
not in any stretch. This is more like we were being told the story secondhand, but with like this is more like perseverance and impressive on this story. But yeah, by all means,
All right.
this yeah,
So
we'll lift you up before we drop you down in a second.
Yeah, because this is, I mean, it's truly unbelievable. So you and I went to Pinehurst to
we were in
do
Pinehurst doing a golf
charity
event.
golf tournament
Yeah,
thing.
this was last summer 20.
Somewhere
was
around
summer
there,
24.
spring, summer,
the
somewhere
fall
around
24.
there.
Yeah, a year ago.
And we've set the trailer up. We're hanging out on the golf course, just selling cigars. Robbie is at the Greensboro shop. Well, there's a Baptist pastors convention that happens once a year, and I believe it's been happening in Greensboro. In respect to the Baptist pastors, they like smoking cigars. So they, after the conference was over, a bunch of them, and I'm talking like 20, 30 of them, were coming to the shop, hanging out, smoking cigars, and they were just piling in there like clown. I mean, it was like clown car, man, because we don't have that big of a lounge space, but they were all hanging out. Well, I get a phone call from Robbie, and his exact words, and listen, anybody that knows Robbie knows that Robbie is not easily shaken. And I wouldn't even say that he was shaken by this, but like, he doesn't call to tell stories. He calls to maybe complain sometimes, but it's never to tell a story. And this was not complaining, this was telling a story. So Robbie's at the counter, all the pastors are in the hallway, in the lounge, hanging out, whatever. And he sees this gentleman walking up the ramp and onto the porch and through the door that doesn't have any arms. He's wearing a backpack, no arms, just walking in, opens the door with his foot, comes in. He's part of this pastoral group, is friends with him, knows him. Robbie, let me know if I could help. Now, at this point, I think the question would be, is this guy here to smoke a cigar? And logistically, if so,
How does
this work? Yeah. Right. But Robbie says, let me know if I can help. Guy goes in the humidor. He's got a friend with him in there. Tells the friend what kind of cigar he wants. Guy brings it out of the humidor. Puts it on the counter. Robbie's at the counter with this guy now. And Robbie said he rang the cigar up. The guy shimmies his backpack off. He opens up his backpack with his toes.
Yep.
Pulls out his wallet with his toes. Opens the wallet. Pulls out the credit card. Places the credit card, I think, on the counter.
No,
did he hand it?
He hands it.
Did he bite the credit card out of the wallet? Or did he hand it to Robbie with his foot?
That I can't remember. I thought he handed it to Robbie with his foot.
I think that's what he did too.
Yeah.
So he hands it to Robbie.
Well, that's not fair. He
with
didn't hand it. He foots it. He foots it to Robbie.
He toes it to Robbie.
I mean, again, we are not teasing. This is not making fun. Like,
it's
I'm
really
not looking for no bad
impressive
comment. This
because,
is a best case scenario.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
But anyways, he hands him his card. Robbie takes it, swipes it, hands it back to him, and puts it in between his toes. I know that for a fact.
That's a fact.
I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
And then asks the guy if he wants Robbie to cut his cigar for him, and the guy shockingly says no. He manages to pick up his backpack and shimmy it back on.
Yep.
He bends down on the counter and picks the cigar up with his teeth and walks back to the back. And Robbie, at this point, that's when Robbie calls us.
Yep.
And I'm just like, bro, you have got to find out if my man is smoking this cigar.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know what to do. I want to be that guy. I'm like, there's like 30 people back there, dude. Just go back there and ask them if they need something. Empty
some
ashtrays, whatever. So he calls us back, and lo and behold, my man is sitting in the middle of the lounge floor, crisscross applesauce with his cigar in between his toes, smoking it.
Hell yeah.
First of all, I'm sitting with my leg crossed right now.
If I gave you $1 million,
I can't get my foot passed up.
that's
right
what
here.
I was just gonna ask. Could you?
I mean, it's so impressive, but it gets more impressive. The story is not over yet. So this is like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We're heading back.
Yeah, we're
from the
coming
golf,
back at that
golf
point,
thing now. And Robbie calls us to tell me this. He said, we close at 6. All the guys were packing up, finishing up. Robbie goes back there because he thought everybody had left, and he goes to clean everything up, and the gentleman's still back there packing up his things. Wouldn't that have been something if...
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, he's packing up his things, and Robbie notices that there's a car in the parking lot, a Dodge Charger in the parking lot. And Robbie's like, there's no way.
At this point, this guy's the only guy left.
He's the only guy there, and there's one car in the parking lot. Robbie's just like, there's no way. So anyways, somebody left their sunglasses, and so Robbie asked the gentleman, hey, are these your sunglasses? He's like, no, but I know whose they are. I'll get them to him. He tows him the sunglasses. I don't know, man. The guy takes the sunglasses, puts them in his backpack, gets his backpack on, and starts walking outside. And Robbie's like, there's obviously somebody in this car waiting for him.
Yeah,
right?
he's too.
So Robbie's standing in the lounge watching. Dude gets to the car, gets to the driver's side door, opens up the door with his foot, shimmies his backpack onto one shoulder, flings it into the car, gets into the car, closes the door with his foot, and then drives away.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Like,
we're talking about resiliency in the face of adversity.
Hell
I mean,
yes.
there are some comical parts to this story that are hard to not laugh at, but legitimately,
oh yeah,
I mean, kudos to that guy.
absolutely.
Kudos to that guy, and kudos to Robbie, because he seemed to handle it pretty well.
Kept it together, I guess you could say. Unbelievable. Like you see the stories of people who are like have these handicaps or deficiencies, whatever you want to say, stuff like that, who can persevere and battle through it. That's incredible. Because like I said, you could say, Jason, I'll give you $1 million if you smoke a cigar through your foot right now. And I would try my hardest. I might dislocate my hip trying to do it, but like couldn't do it.
No, I'm not. I can't even bend down and touch my toes, man. Like, I ain't that flexible, dog.
Dang.
No, actually, I probably could, but
I hope so, yeah.
I can.
Yeah, you can.
But legitimately not that flexible. Never have been. But hey, man, if that's what you got, if that's the card you dealt,
Hell yeah.
you do what you do. You do what you got to do, man.
That guy's playing blackjack. He hit 21.
Yeah,
That's
that's exactly right.
Like that's no problem at all. Okay,
Do you want me to share one more?
Yeah.
Or do you have another one I don't know about?
I don't have another one you don't know about. So I've got my big one. You have your big one.
And then I've got the clown.
Let's go with the clown.
All right.
Let's go with the clown.
This is my favorite story.
This is one on YouTube. Like you'll see it. Like when we post a video, the screen's just gonna go black, and it's gonna say the clown.
Yeah. This is my favorite story. This is and unfortunately, there was only one person that was witness to this, and that was Jarrell. which is why I said that he is now apparently.
Oh, he was there?
He was there.
Okay.
But nobody. I was working. All right, so it's Saturday afternoon. I'm working by myself. It's like 5:30. I feel like it's summertime. It's still light outside, anyways, and it's busy, right? So there's probably 8 to 10 people smoking back in the lounge. We got some people on the porch. There's 3 guys in the humidor. It's like 5:30. I'm about ready to close up shop here. And Darrell pops his head out of the humidor to ask me about a cigar. And I'm talking to him about a cigar. And then out of the corner of my eye, see, when you're standing at the counter in the Greensboro store, we can see out the front door just a little bit. And out of the corner of my eye, I see a clown walking down the road. But when I say clown, I mean like full clown getup.
Yeah,
Hat,
we're not like
pants,
not the slang term
face
for like
paint.
this dude's a clown. Like this is an actual bozo the clown.
Yeah, like Escape from the Circus, walking down the road, even has a clown bag, clown. And I look at Darrell, and I say, bro, is that a clown? And he looks out the door, turns back to me, and says, not only is that a clown, that clown's about to come in the door. About 3 seconds later,
The cloud came through the door.
this 4'11", 5 foot, 70-something-year-old woman dressed up as a clown, hat, shirt, clown floofy pants, carrying a clown bag, and not only clown bag, a balloon animal comes walking through the door. And I'm like, hey,
T, do you know the clown?
have you heard the clown story? Hop in, my man. Just stay for a second here, because this is unbelievable. So now there's a clown, a 70-year-old woman dressed as a clown standing at the front of the store like she just walked through the door. Okay. So I'm like, hey, how you doing? And she waves at me, and she comes up to the counter, and out of her clown bag, she pulls out this binder, right? Like this 3-ring binder. And she opens it up, and I feel like she's doing like a mime act because she hasn't said a word to me at this point. She's just pulling out this binder, and she opens it up, and she's holding it, and she starts flipping through the pages and like showing me these pictures of adults dressed up as clowns working at the children's hospital making balloon animals for the kids. And I'm just like,
Trick loved the kids.
okay, cool. And so she finally gets to the final page, and she hands me this laminated piece of paper, and she points at it, and it's like, will you give me money for the children?
Of course. Yep. For the kids.
And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Mind you, she still hasn't said anything to me, right?
Like that has not said a word.
Still has
Like,
not said a word to
She's still
me.
in full clown.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Well, then a gentleman walks out of the humidor. And
That's not with the clown.
mind you, this this is a 70-year-old old white lady, and this is a middle-aged black dude that comes out of the humidor, and he is most certainly looking at this clown lady like, what the fuck is this white lady doing right now? Because that's exactly what I was thinking. But it's at this point that I realize a very important fact, because I say to the clown lady, give me just a second, let me handle this gentleman and ring him up.
Yeah.
And then she does sign language at me.
Oh boy.
So not only do I have a geriatric clown trying to raise money for the children at the counter,
He's also deaf.
I have a deaf geriatric clown standing at the counter while there are customers in the store that I'm trying to ring up, trying to raise money for the children. So I tell her to hold on, and I kid you not, when I tell her to hold on, her little clown bag, what is, I don't know, she got tricks in this bag, because she goes like this, and it turns into a seat. And she sits down at the counter on her clown seat, waiting for me to give her money.
What? I didn't know this part. What turns into a seat?
I guess it was like
Like
one of
a
those like
pole thing in it,
camping
like, in it-
pole things that was decorated as with
Kind
her
of like a
clown bag.
leaning chair type
and
of
she
thing?
sits down at the counter.
Let's go.
So I ring the gentleman up, and I go back to the
The
back.
gentleman is Jarrell.
No, I don't know. This guy's still a customer, but I don't know his name. He's a nice guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, but I don't know his name. He's the only other person that saw the clown, and every time I've seen him, I've forgotten to ask him about the clown. So at this point, though, mind you, I've told you there's like 10 people smoking back in the lounge, and it's all the regulars, right?
The afternoon regular guys.
The afternoon regular
Yeah.
guys. So I walk back there, and I'm like, did y'all see the clown? And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, there's a clown sitting at the register asking me for money. And I ain't got no cash. And I ain't taking it out of the register. So I'm like, does somebody have... You might have been. I was like, does anybody have $20 I can give this lady? Thankfully, someone did. And I was like, I'll cash app you. I'll get you your $20 back. So I go up to the counter and I hand the clown lady a $20 bill. And she gets up and she's, very thankful or whatever. But then she pulls out her binder again and she gives me, well, actually, she had a balloon animal that was a teddy bear, okay? She pulls out a balloon, blows it up real quick, fastens it into a heart, and attaches it to the balloon teddy bear and hands it to me and gives me the balloon teddy bear that's now holding a heart. But then pulls out her binder and opens to a page of all the different balloon animals that she can make and points at them and is basically asking me if I would like a balloon animal for my $20 donation. And at this point, I just want her out. So I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
But thank you, but no. See you later. She walks out the door, walks down the street, never to be seen again.
Is there a chance that the clown was just a fever dream and you hallucinated all of this?
If it weren't for Darrell, there absolutely would be a chance. Funny.
Shout out Darrell, who's like, what the fuck am I on the podcast for, man?
And it's funny because I went back in the lounge and I was like, how did you people not see any of this? And one of them says to me, well, maybe it was a con artist. Maybe she just wanted some money for some drugs. And I said, brother, if she wanted $20 for drugs...
So that's what I was going to ask you. Do you think that this was... The answer, I think, is no.
Yeah.
Because the level of commitment to create the binder...
If she wanted $20 for crack, and that's what she's doing to get that $20 for crack, she'd go buy her some crack.
Yeah.
I give her $20 for some
Yeah,
crack.
absolutely. Go get some crack. You're
I don't
fine.
even
Like,
care. I don't even
enjoy the crack. Like,
Yeah,
yes,
like
great.
you've given me a lifetime, all-time story.
All-time story.
And a balloon animal, which I gave to our good friend Garrett, who has been on the podcast because he was going on a date that night, and he gave it to his date.
That's not true.
Yeah, swear to God. I gave him the balloon bear animal thing. Because I don't think Magnolia was born yet. So that's
what I was going to ask you, if you had Mags or not. I don't feel like it was just before. Like, Brittany was probably pregnant, but not born yet.
If she was born, she was too little to appreciate or have a balloon animal.
Because Magnolia turns 3
next month, yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I think she probably was born. I don't feel like the clown was over 3 years ago.
I don't know.
I guess that doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I gave the balloon animal to
Magnolia.
Garrett,
if you're listening to this, your dad did not bring that balloon bear back to you, and that's
no, it may have had
shame.
crack in it. I don't know.
Yeah. Listen, I agree 100%. That thing could have been laced with fentanyl. Like, you can't do it. You can't do it. We had a guy. Listen, this goes to the same point. D and I got blindsided by our daughter for Halloween, and she said, I'm not trick-or-treating with you guys this year. And I cried myself to sleep, and I let her know how disappointing that was. Mind you, she's in 8th grade, going to be a freshman in high school, and I still want to treat her. She's my only kid, and I knew this would be my last year trick-or-treating with her. So Dee and I are like, well, fuck, all right. And so we handed out candy ourselves. We lit our fire pit out front, got a good number of kids, stuff like that. But this group of kids comes up, they get their candy, and there were 2 guys that I guess one was dad and one was grandpa. Not totally confident that was the case. And he had a box, and he came up last. He's like, oh, I'm doing it in reverse. I'm giving out candy to the people handing out candy. They're like, oh, okay. And he's like shaking a box. He's like, do you want some? I was like, oh, I can't say no to some candy or whatever. So I grabbed a Kit Kat, and Danielle grabbed like a Reese's cup. and they made it out our driveway. We both immediately threw them in the garbage can. like there's no fucking way I'm keeping that. Are you kidding me? That thing's laced with fucking LSD. You just don't go handing out reverse candy. Like,
Is that a syringe in my Reese's?
yeah, I mean, the guy was probably 100% being nice, like he was doing something fun and funny, and we immediately went garbage can with the candy. Like, I can't keep that. Who knows what's on that, man? There could be a tracking chip in that thing. So the fact that you gave it to Garrett, I would love to know now if Garrett, do you know if Garrett gave it to her or not? Did he really? Whoa, what a fucking play. Because if you're, I mean, this is hard for you and I to say because we're men.
Yeah.
But what do you think the reaction is to a woman who gets a balloon animal on their first date from a gentleman as a gift? Like, I got this for you, and it's a balloon animal.
I feel like there's a.
Do you? Well, the question is,
if you just hand her the balloon animal and you're like, I got you this.
Yeah.
And I was a woman.
Yeah.
I would leave.
Correct.
But if you hand it to me and then tell me this
so
unbelievable
that's
story that goes along with it,
does he give her the story along with it?
and I don't know that, then
That's
I'd be
gonna be a
like,
question
all
for
right,
him.
this because it's a funny story and you can tell it in a funny way. So it's like, all right, this guy's funny and this is cute.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's how I'd feel about it. But if you don't, if I was given a balloon animal on a first date as a show of affection or whatever, I would leave. If I was a woman, I would leave.
It would be the biggest red flag I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I can't. I didn't know that portion. I didn't know that about the ejectable seat that she had, and I didn't know that Garrett got to keep the balloon animal.
Oh yeah.
Shout out G, man. Like, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough. Giving the gift. Well, again, if he explained the story and said, "Hey, listen, like, I'm giving you this because this is hilarious. I have to tell you." Then that person laughs at it. Then that's green
what I'm
flag.
saying.
That's
Yeah,
green
that's-
flag. That's like
that's a funny
all right.
story. It's like,
that's
all right, yeah, this is
hilarious.
cool.
As you're
Like,
giving this to
yeah.
me to be funny or whatever. Yeah, so I like that. We're about to turn to the darker side. I mean, I've got my last story, and I think you have your last story.
Yes.
These two stories are, I'd venture to guess that nobody has had these two incidents, and if they've probably never had both of them.
As I told you with your story, it felt like a rite of passage to me because Larry dealt with something similar.
So when you hear this story that I'm about to tell, you're going to be like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you right now, it's not the first time that's happened. It's the first time it's happened to me,
Yep.
but it's not the first time it's happened in the Pipe and Pint.
Yep.
And the first time it happened was not with a customer. It was with a cuckoo bird crazy
Yeah.
person, I do believe.
And it happened at the old store.
And it happened at the old store.
Yep.
So if you're listening, well, not if you're listening to this, because you're only hearing me if you are listening to this. So I want you to keep very much in mind that the level of shock to us with this story determines how we handled it going forward, because the level of, I still can't wrap my head around this story to this day. Okay? And I'm not going to lie to you. There's going to be a lot of people in my life who are hearing this for the first time right now. This is not.
Oh, I've told everybody.
This is not fucking something you go around telling people. Okay.
But I also wasn't the one that had to deal with it. So
You didn't have to deal with it. You found out about it. So the funny thing is, like, I think your story that you're about to tell is the only story where both you and I were in attendance on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I was off this day.
I can't actually remember now how long ago this happened. I feel like it was about
Probably
two and a half years
yeah.
ago. Something like that. Okay. And I'm going to, again, I want no judgment and I want no comments about how we handle this. But two and a half years ago, we'll call it. I got to assume that it was on a Monday. I can't remember because you were not working.
I was off.
Usually you and Rob are together unless it's a Monday. I'm there. We're at the Greensboro store. Normal day. Again, we're redacting names, so you'll never know who this is. But if this person is listening to it, which they're not,
This person might be dead.
I don't think so. The person's still a customer in a different store.
Yeah, I hadn't seen him in a while.
You hadn't seen him in a while?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to set the stage here, right? This person is a longtime customer at that point in time.
Long time.
Long-time customer. And is a bit goofy, but nothing off the wall to my knowledge or anything like that.
Super nice guy.
Very nice
Super
person.
nice guy.
Super nice guy.
Spent a good chunk of money when he came in. And he came in a couple times a week. Like, this isn't a regular we see once a month. This was a multiple week visit regular
Correct.
that had been coming since before you bought the place.
Yes. It's on a Monday. It's after lunchtime, 2:30, 3 o'clock, maybe, something like that. The fact that the actual day, date, and time is not seared into my brain is probably because I just didn't even check.
You just disassociated.
Okay. This is like one of those like
Repress the memory.
yeah, you're like, how come you can't remember? You like things that happened, BS and AS. You know, it's like BC and AC or whatever you want to call it. you got BS and you got AS. Okay, 2:30. We'll call it 2:30 in the afternoon. This person comes in, is gonna get their normal purchase of cigars. Okay. There's a few people in the shop at that point in time, but comes in and tells Robbie, he's like, hey, Robbie, I'm going to get my stuff, I'm going to use the restroom. No red flags at this point, okay? Goes back into the restroom, and I come downstairs and I ask Robbie, I was like, oh, yeah, where is X, the person? He's like, oh, he's using the restroom. It's like, okay. And I'm standing in the wine room, kind of at the island, doing some work on the computer, everything like that. And then, like, a lot of time has passed. Like, an unusual amount of time. And I look at Rob, I was like, good Lord, this person's back there doing some business. Like, yeah, it must be. And then there starts to be a smell wafting through the wine room. Like, this person's obviously going back to the bathroom, taking a listen, this is an explicit podcast, taking a massive shit. Okay. We're like, good God, man. Like, have some respect for the rest of the shop or whatever. And it's still going on. I was like, good, okay, all right, whatever. I go upstairs to do some stuff in the office, and I'm up there for like 15 minutes or so. And I come back down, and I said, oh, is X gone? He's like, oh, yeah, he got his cigars and left already. We're like, oh, okay, gotcha. Like, and finished using the restroom, went into the humidor, got his normal stuff, talked with Robbie at the register for a minute or two. Nothing at this point is out of the ordinary. And I come back down, he says like that, and I'm back. I think I was like, golly, this dude stunk the fucking place up. And I go back in the bathroom. I got to open a window, make sure the fan is on, something. Doors closed in the restroom. I go into the restroom. I walk immediately out of the restroom, close the door, and I yell for Robbie. I'm like, Robbie, fucking come here. He's like, what the hell's going on or whatever. He looks in there and he goes, holy, what the fuck? This person has proceeded to shit all over the fucking place. I don't mean on the toilet. There's shit on the back of the toilet tank. There's multiple piles of human shit on the floor. Like the person squatted down and fucking sprayed it all over the fucking place, dude. And I'm in straight fucking shock.
So let me interrupt you real quick, because I think it's about this point where I get a phone call.
I called you.
And I'm in my kitchen. I remember where I was. I was in my kitchen. Hey, man, what's up? I need you to come to work right now. And there was this tone that I was like, are you okay? Like, what's wrong? And you said, Ethan, X, just shit everywhere. There's shit everywhere. And it was like someone calling to tell you that their dog had just gotten hit by a car. Like, it was just shock and awe and like, what on God's green earth is happening right now?
I couldn't believe it. I'm talking. I'm talking 9-inch by 4-inch, 3-inch thick piles of human shit,
Looks
man.
like the poop emoji.
It looked exactly like the fucking poop emoji. Like there's piles of human shit all over the bathroom. And like spots where you're like, I don't understand how they got there. And then like on the back of the toilet and the toilet tank and on the wall and plop, plop, plop on the floor. And I'm not talking, folks, I'm not talking like the person was like brushing and like a turd rolled off the edge because they didn't want to send it out. I'm talking like piles of human diarrhea fucking shit on the floor. And I can't wrap my head around why this has happened. And why why me? Why now? To the point that I called you and asked you, excuse me. This was very soon after a certain event happened in our business. And I asked you, do you think this person did this on purpose? And we came to the conclusion, no, because this person continued to come to the store and be friendly. Now, okay, so a person be like, they came back? Like, what the fuck happened? Like, we had not seen that person in our store since that happened, to my knowledge.
No, he has never
was
been
going
back to
then,
Greensboro.
This person obviously knew what they did and then started going to another store and like, we've never approached this person about it because we didn't know how to handle it because like, I can't wrap my head around what happened. Like this person shit all over. I've been in some scenarios where you got some bubble gut going on and stuff like that. I haven't even remotely come close to shitting all over the place.
No.
So to this day, I don't know how it happens. And I don't ask anybody to try to explain it to me because it's one of life's great mysteries.
This is the villain origin story of the
It is
shitter.
an origin. The shitter is an origin story. But like, I don't get how it happens.
Yeah.
And I'm going to leave it at that because I've never been able to, it's seared into memory. Some nights when I go to sleep, I think about it. You know what I mean? Like if I've got a little bit of a, you know what I mean? Like make sure this doesn't happen. Like I don't get, we never approached the person about it. And if anybody ever wants to say to me like, oh, is Jason a good boss? Like, do you like what you're like? I went in there.
You did.
And cleaned every bit of that shit up. Shout out to the dustpan and broom that I threw away that day.
That was my coffee machine cleaner.
That was me and cleaned up for 30 minutes another person's shit that person didn't even acknowledge that it happened. And obviously if that person was still there and we found it, we would have approached that person. But this person was long gone. Like there was nothing like, and then we stumble upon piles and piles of human soft serve shit all over the place.
Now,
on the back of the toilet.
The crazy
they had
thing,
to just spray out.
The crazy thing about this day is that wasn't the end of the day.
No. That's right. That wasn't the end of the day.
Because I got another phone
got
call
another
about an
phone
hour
call.
later.
I forgot all about it. This is a whole day where another customer throws up on the front porch and we had to hose it off with the hose from the back. Now that person owned up to it and said, listen, I'm like not feeling good or whatever.
Yeah, they still come around. They're cool. It happens.
Yeah,
Still
like-
weird, but it happens.
Yeah, like we were just kidding, like, and we just chalked up to the day from hell. Like we just could
Full
not
moon, baby.
believe that it happened, and I don't know how to reconcile it in my own brain. That, listen, I've only experienced it one other time. And my daughter was like potty training.
Sure.
And we let her do the whole like no diaper run around the house.
Yeah, and it was your kid.
And she ran into
she
her
was-
bedroom, squatted down and on the floor, and stuff like that. She was like 1.5.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
this person like is not 1.5. Okay, like I can't. Like, we're just like in shock that another person would actually do it,
And then not say anything.
and then
about
not say anything,
it.
and
That
then
we've
leave.
known for
15 years.
at least. He'd been coming in the whole time I've been working at the shop, and I've been working at the shop 11 years now. So
Yeah. And I mean, I can't explain to you, if you're listening to this, the shock that was on our face. I yelled, I mean, I'm not going to scream on the podcast. I yelled Robbie's name so loud. I said, get your fucking ass in here and look at this. He's like, what the? I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievable. And like you said, that is, to my knowledge, the second time that it happened at the Pipe Pint. In the old store, I was not there, just know the story that someone who was not a customer asked to use the restroom.
yeah, this one was a little bit more like this person has a mental health issue and condition because
Because this was clearly intentional.
it was smeared on the walls
Right,
and
right.
smeared on the toilet. Like they picked it up and
They pooped in their hands and rubbed it on the wall.
rubbed it everywhere.
Yeah.
This person did not poop in their hand.
Not that we know.
Fair. This person though, just let it rip. Just let it happen.
And we came to the conclusion it wasn't intentional.
But how is it not intentional?
That's what I didn't say. But like, how are you about to do that and then
And there's a toilet right there.
continue to shop with us? Like, if it was like, if we just never saw the person again, like, it was like, fuck you guys. All right, you like, would just continue to shop with us at a
Yeah.
different location.
But same schedule, multiple times a week,
Yeah.
spending the same amount of money, acting like nothing happened. Right now, it's like the. Have you seen the meme of like the dude with the war? Like, you know what I'm talking about? That's what you look
No.
like right now. Like the PTSD meme.
I have PTSD. It was a nice day. The sun was shining. There was a lot to be happy about. The weather was beautiful.
This
Like,
guy. That's what you look like right now.
that's what I feel like right now.
Show it to the camera. Oh man. Unbelievable.
I just can't. I can't reconcile it. I'll never be able to reconcile it.
Yeah.
I just have to chalk it up to the person was sick. But then the part of me is like, how do you do that and then just leave and not say anything? You did it, and then you went and shopped at the store for another 15 minutes before anybody noticed.
I wonder what would have happened if, while he was in the humidor, Robbie went in the bathroom and
never
saw
know.
it, and then went back and said something to him, because it feels like one of these situations. Where, oh, I didn't do that. It's like, what? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll just never forget the phone call. I need you to get to work right now. Like, what?
Which obviously I was kidding about.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
make you come in to clean up the shit. I cleaned up the shit myself, T, like a good business owner does. Doesn't make his employees clean up human piles of shit. I'm going to tell you right out there, if you're another retailer or business owner, whatever it is, and somebody's shit on your floor, please comment on this podcast so we know we're not alone.
We're starting a support group.
We meet the third Tuesday of every month after 6.
Yeah.
And we go over like, how did it happen again? The shitter's back. We have a friend, great friend of mine, friend of yours now, who owns a car wash, who had a shitter.
They were shitting at the car wash,
They
right?
were shitting in the middle of a bay at his car wash every day.
Yeah, didn't he have like a little cardboard
He
cutout
made a
toilet?
He'd take a rigid cardboard box and cut a little toilet hole out. He would pull it out of the trunk of his car, put it in the back of the car wash bay, sit on it, take a shit, lift the box up off the shit, put the box back in his car, and then drive off. Now, this person was eventually caught.
It sounds like there's just serial shitters out there, man.
Do you think that there's probably people who like that's their thing?
Well, I've seen like videos on Instagram of like people standing in a store and it'll be like a woman wearing a dress and like poop will just fall out on the floor and they'll just walk away. Have you never seen that on Instagram before?
What sort of wild
I don't know,
fucking
man.
algorithm have you found yourself in?
It's
If women are
internet's-
shitting out the bottom of their dresses,
Well, I've seen
on
a dude
Instagram,
do it too, except he just
shakes
is-
it out of his pant leg or
no,
shorts.
he
or
puts
something?
his hand back there and like
There's an unbelievable. All right, there's an unbelievable video. There's an unbelievable video out there. I think you probably can search car wash shit, where this lady takes she shits herself, and her boyfriend or husband pull into a car wash, like, wand car wash like I've got, and she pulls her pants down, and then he fucking sprays her with the thing like that. Just sprays it all off her ass and everything like that. And she's like, oh my God, because it's like 1,500 PSI going up her ass crack, spraying the shit off her. People are insane. People are insane, which is going to lead into your story that happened here. And I'm going to let you tell it. But again, the story we just told and this story are wild that human beings behave in this fashion.
So it was a day not unlike today.
And then just it's gonna go black and it's just gonna flash the blank.
Yeah. I was sitting in this very chair, and
I was sitting in this chair.
in that chair.
Were we doing podcasts or were we?
We
just
were
hanging
doing
out?
podcast.
We were doing podcasts.
We
All
had
right, that's
finished
right.
the
I couldn't
podcast.
remember- okay. All right.
We
yeah.
were sitting here, doing a little work, waiting to go back to Greensboro. And
I don't know if T knows this one.
have you?
Yeah, he's like,
All right.
make sure it's not too big.
Oh boy. I need to pause on this story real quick. I don't feel right saying it at this very moment. There's a lady that just walked in here. It's,
Nah, keep with this podcast. You keep it up. You're good. You're good.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
good.
yeah.
She can't hear you.
So we're sitting here. We're done. Well, right across from us, there's a group of seats. There's a couch and
Natasha?
there's 2 chairs.
Yeah, give me. It's gonna be a few minutes. I haven't got them together yet. You're all right with that? Okay. All right.
I'll make this quick.
No, you don't have to make it quick.
Yeah.
We're good.
All right. So there's a group. There's seats right there, sitting right there, and there's this group of 3 gentlemen that have sat down. One of them we know very well, and then I think it's 2 of his friends, if I'm not mistaken. So they're sitting there, drinking beers.
Yes, they're coworkers
Co-workers
of
someone
the person that we know very well,
very well,
very well, very well.
very well.
Coworker, correct?
Yeah. All right. So they're sitting there, they're hanging out, and they've been drinking, and a woman walks in that I assume is another coworker
Correct, yep.
of theirs of
Yep,
some sort,
Yep.
and she sits down, and one of the gentlemen gets up, and he walks over here, and he goes in the bathroom.
Goes right by us, uses the restroom.
Goes to the bathroom. And
All
normal behavior.
Normal human being behavior.
Normal behavior. And Vicky, while he's in the bathroom, comes over here and starts talking to you.
Yep.
So you 2 are in conversation. I'm here on my laptop. I hear the door shut, and the gentleman comes walking out of the bathroom, and I happen to look up, and my man's fly is down. Now, we've all had our fly down before.
Oh, listen, I almost came on this podcast with my fly down.
It happens. What has never happened, though, to anyone that I know,
To no one ever.
ever, is my man's penis was protruding out of his pants. just dangling there. And you know what? Shout out to this guy, because it was not small.
My guy had a big old dong. Let's be honest.
And I've looked up at this point and seen this
It's looked-
giant cock hanging out of
It
this
looks
man's
right at
penis.
you.
It
It's
just
one eye
stares at
looked
me
directly, and you guys made
we made eye contact.
you and the dong made direct eye contact.
Unfortunately,
Because I think exactly you went like this. You went.
at this point, it's like a car wreck. You can't look away, right? But what's crazy, and I wish I could pan the camera right now, because at this point, he has come out of the bathroom and he is walking this way. And now he is walking across the store back over to where these seats are. And right where these seats are, and it was this time of day, almost exactly, the sun comes in really nice and is hitting the seats right there,
It's
right?
glistening.
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 Now, mind you, he has walked
in
across
portrait
the
mode
entire
right now.
store with his dick hanging out of his pants. Now,
Right.
one, how you don't feel that, beyond me. Two, how nobody else has seen this is beyond me, because before he's gotten over to the seats, I have now looked at you and Vicky and said that dude's dick was hanging out of his pants. And you said, there's no way.
That's not
And I'm
humanly
like,
possible.
I definitely saw it. But as I've continued to watch all of this transpire, because he still hasn't realized that his dick is hanging out of his pants, he gets back over to his seat. Mind you, there's a woman sitting over there now. And he goes to sit down, and the sunlight just silhouettes his cock
Dances off of it.
right next to this woman's head as he goes to sit down. And all I see is her silhouette and the silhouette of his penis right next to each other.
It's like an Austin Powers moment.
Yes, it is.
Shadow puppets of like, oh, like, is that a dong?
And at this point, the person that we know very well realizes.
Notices it. Yes.
And he's like, yo,
Your dong's out,
your
man.
dong's out. What the hell are you doing? Put your penis up.
Yeah, and then he
And he's freaking
Oh,
out.
God, oh, God.
But the problem is, at this point, he looks over at me.
he knows we've seen
And
it.
I look over at him, and he knows that I know
No,
that I've seen his
Now,
penis.
everybody over there now knows that we know
That,
what's happened.
yeah. And there's no more to that story. That's the end of the story. But
So my question is similar with the shitter story is, do you think it was intentional?
well, so here's the thing. When I first saw it, I thought to myself, because again, shout out to this guy, I guess. His dick was comically large, okay? And I thought when I first saw it, for the very brief second, that this dude was trying to be funny and he had a fake cock that he was holding on to out of his pants.
Right. That you would bet. Yes.
It wasn't until after about another second that I realized my man just has his dick hanging out of his pants. He forgot to zip up his fly. He obviously wasn't wearing any drawers. And his dick is just hanging out of his pants. And apparently we did find out later from the person that we know very well that he went to go put on underwear that morning and realized they were dirty and decided to free ball it that day. And this was the consequence of that action. But never in my 11 years of working here, I never even saw that at the courthouse, and I saw some shit at the courthouse. It's like eye level, too. That's the other thing, you know what I mean? It's just walking by.
It looked right at you.
Yeah.
And here's the deal.
It's like the Loch Ness Monster.
Here's the deal.
He was about to ask me for tree fitty.
Have I ever walked around my house with my dong out before kids, obviously, before my daughter, to make my wife laugh and be impressed?
And be impressed.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Has there ever been a moment in my life where I thought about leaving my dick out in a public place?
I hope not.
No, sir. No, sir.
I kind of want to be at like, my man, that's a misdemeanor. That's how you get on the list. the sex offenders list.
That's
man.
how-
That's
Dude,
public
you get
indecency.
You get on a registry, bro.
That's exactly
you
right.
gotta watch yourself.
And then, hold on though. The amazing thing about this, all right, if that happened to you, or I know what I would do. If that happened to me,
First of all,
I would have been so embarrassed that I would have ran out of here and I'd have quit my job.
I would have ran out immediately. Probably dong still flapping. Ran in my car, put my house on the market that day, quit my job, and moved to Colorado or Montana or Wyoming or something like that.
Yeah. The incredible thing is he just continued to sit there and drink his beer and smoke his cigar.
Yeah, he tucked it in. He laughed, looked at us. They laughed, and stayed here for hours.
They were still here when we were gone because I awkwardly walked past them and didn't tell them bye. But it's one of those weird things where you're trying to not make eye contact with somebody, but it's like you kind of want to glance over.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, you can't shake the guy's hand, for Christ's sakes. I mean, at that point, you got to shake his tongue, right? I mean, how do you, first of all, listen,
How many feet do you think that is? From the bathroom to that chair right there.
70 feet, 65 feet?
And there's constant airflow in here, right?
Listen, maybe it's just me, but my wiener's like a goddamn temperature probe. If it's
That's what I'm saying.
If it's out in open air and it's a little chilly, it's like, bro, what are we doing? You're like, oh, wait a minute.
It's like, yeah,
Like-
exactly. How do you not know? Just like the shitter.
So that's why I'm asking.
How do you not
Do
know?
you think he was doing it to be funny, to impress this lady? She's just trying to be funny, like it's a thing he does at parties, like he's known for it. Is he like the dong guy?
He's like Mini-Me. He's a tripod.
Yeah, I mean, good on you, but Jesus Christ, keep the thing tucked, bruh.
And it's not like there weren't other There's one guy that I would love to talk to about this. And I don't know who he was, and I hadn't seen him in here since, but he was sitting right there.
He's sitting at the banquette, right?
And I know he looked up, and I know he saw it.
There's no way he didn't see it.
But I never talked to him about it. Because it's like the clown, right? It's a fever dream. Like it's
That's something you take to your grave.
Yeah. Tales from the Lounge.
We tell these stories obviously in jest to be funny. FanDuel odds. What in the rest of your life? If we're putting odds at, what are you more likely to do? Shit all over somebody's bathroom, or walk around a cigar lounge with your dong hanging up?
Shit all over somebody's bathroom.
Yeah.
That's your favorite, but I mean, when you get older, things are tough.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah.
I assume that
I
things
just
don't
said
work.
it happens, but it doesn't happen.
It does it, but if it does happen, you clean it up, right? Like
That's with the shitter story. That's always my thing. It's like you come out, you close the door, you come out, and you get me and Robbie like, listen, I am super sick. This happened. I'm gonna take care of it.
just tell me where your cleaning supplies are.
Tell me where your cleaning supplies are. Like, I'll
I'm
take
so
care of this.
sorry.
I'm so sorry. This is embarrassing. Like,
Yeah.
And then we're like, dude, like, yeah, like,
We'll keep it between us.
yeah, no problem.
No worries. Thanks for letting us know. Here's everything you need.
But then you shop, you chat it up, and then you leave. You walk out with your dong out. Your friends laugh, and then you hang out for a couple more hours.
Yeah, if that happened to me, like you said, I would leave the country.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I've seen some things, man.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And the sad thing is, that's not all the stories.
That's our Mount Rushmore. That's our Mount Rushmore stories of just
There are
like
plenty of
shocking
like
stories.
we could sit here and
We
talk
get-
for
we-
hours
listen,
and tell 30-second to a minute stories
Listen,
of
if you
like
go-
this, that,
you're-
other, how this person got their nickname, the stupid thing this person
Yeah,
did.
if you listen to our podcast, it's because you enjoy cigars. So you go into our cigar lounge, our cigar shops. You go into a different one. Listen, you meet the same people. We've talked about this. You can ask any lounge owner, any shop owner. We all have the guy.
Yep.
right? Or the gal. The person who drinks up the coffee, eats the snacks, and doesn't buy anything. The talker, the politics person, the sports person, whatever it is. We run into just about every day somebody who, tweaks it a little bit and everything like that. But that, as of today, that's our Mount Rushmore. Did you have anything that made honorable mention? I was trying to think some honorable mentions.
I mean, nothing crazy on honorable mentions. Like, just stuff people have said, stuff people have done, jokes that have been told that were inappropriate, that kind of thing.
Oh,
like,
yeah, for sure.
You know,
we're always going to have
but
that.
like we did have, like, this story isn't funny, but like one of it always makes me chuckle when I think about it. Just like the cigar box people and the cigar box guitar guy that we gave a really nice cigar box to, and he made a guitar out of it, and he tried to sell it back to us for like $400. Like,
Listen, shout out if you're a cigar box person. We talked about it. We tried to do the math on this. In the Greensboro store alone, we set 10 to 12 cigar boxes out on our front porch, free for people to take every single day. We've been doing that at our particular shop for the location we're currently in for 15 years.
Yeah.
It's been going on. Every day we get back, they're not there. Somebody has taken them. 7 days a week, 365 days a year, minus a couple days. I don't know where they go. I don't know what people are doing with them. I know some people are making their cigar box guitars. Yeah. Some people, we had the old gal who came in. She decouppages them and makes artwork. Asked if we could sell them. We said, you said it here. We're not going to buy them.
You got a lamp. You got a cool lamp upstairs.
No. I mean, there's a lamp upstairs. It's not a cool lamp. The shade doesn't sit properly. It falls back and forth. You gotta prop it up.
I do have the Depends story. That's the closest thing I've got to your shitter story.
Yeah, that story's a good shout out to that person who. Go ahead, lay it on. That's an honorable mention.
Yeah, I'll make it quick. So sometimes after work, I'll hang out, finish a cigar or whatever, hang out with a couple people, and so it was myself, Garrett, and then part-time Greg. We were all hanging out, and this very old gentleman had left, and he left right at 6 o'clock, but right before he left, he had gone into the bathroom. So we're sitting there, we're hanging out. It's like 6:45. I got to go home. So I go in the bathroom to take a leak, and I walk in the bathroom, and sitting on top of the toilet tank is this man's piss-soaked, used Depends underwear liner that he left there after he had gone in to use the bathroom before he left. And it was the same thing. It was, Greg, Garrett, get over here. Look at this. This isn't what I think it is, right? Like, it's not what I think it is, right? Like, it was almost delirious.
No,
it's exactly what I think it is.
You're not imagining that stuff.
And thankfully, we had some gloves.
Yeah.
Some latex gloves, and so I went and picked one on. But when I tell you it was piss soaked,
oh boy!
Like, I went to pick it up, and it was folded on the toilet tank. But when I went to pick it up, it went off the top of the toilet tank. Because it was like stuck to it because of how wet it was. So I did have that.
Correct me if I'm wrong. This person did eventually apologize for this.
Yeah, I did. We did. Yes.
It's a person we still see.
Yeah, they did apologize for it. They still come in. And when
I feel like he was guilted into apologizing for it.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, but did.
He was very embarrassed, so I appreciate him apologizing. Yeah. It happens. But again, I ask, and maybe it's just an old dude thing, although the dude with the dick was not an old dude. How does that happen?
I see the set of circumstances where that happens with this particular person.
That's what I said. It's got to be an old dude thing.
Yeah.
And it was not malicious. I know that for a fact.
I can connect the dots to it shouldn't have happened, but I can connect the dots to how it does happen.
Yeah.
With this particular person, but yeah, listen, again, all names redacted. If you're listening and you are these people, correct your behavior.
Seek help.
Seek help. Act like a human being. And just be better. Okay?
be better.
Just be
Be better.
better.
Yeah.
And we will. I'd like to say, like, we'll do this pod Tales from the Lounge again. I kind of hope we don't have to be honest with you.
Listen,
Like,
we just shared 6, 7 stories that were all
It's over the course
Spanning
of
of the
spanning
course of-
a course of a long period of
a
time.
long period of time. So hopefully the next time it'll just be funny stories and not that these aren't funny, but not as traumatic.
I'll talk about, now that it's out there, the shitter story will never leave me.
No.
It's a, what do they call them? Core memories. Like when you do something with your kids, this is a core memory. Like this is like, if in the future, like they can download your brain things, you're like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Like, what's this?
Well, I was just sitting here
MP4
thinking, and we've all got them. Like we could have everybody that has worked for us for a long time come in and tell stories, because Vicky's got a great story where the lady passed out sitting at the old store in Mebane and pissed all over herself, and she had to call the fire department.
She peed all over herself. She had snowman.
The snowman.
The snowman. He
Bust his head
fell
open.
over and cut his head open, and bled all over
Yep.
the place. It's a wild world out there.
Yeah, wild world, man.
Hug your loved ones. You tell them that you love them and you appreciate.
Zip your fly up.
You zip your fly up. Shit
Don't-
in the toilet.
Shit in the toilet.
Listen, indoor plumbing and toilets have been around for a long fucking time. Okay, shit in the toilet. It's not hard.
Don't give money to clowns
I mean,
unless you want a balloon animal.
if you're looking for a blue, yeah.
Don't go to prison. That's a good piece of advice.
That's just general good advice.
Piece of advice.
Good advice. Thank you. Yeah,
Good piece of advice.
it's my all-time fear.
Don't speed in the rain. There's
Don't
a
speed
lot
in the
to
rain.
be learned
Yeah.
from this podcast.
Life lessons from this podcast,
Yeah.
my friend.
Yeah.
That's great. That's Tales from the Lounge. If you listen to the podcast, we're going to put it out by email and on the thing. One of our future podcasts, we want to do a mailbag.
Yeah.
So if you're listening and you've got some questions, doesn't matter. I say all good questions are good questions. Don't mean it's getting on the air. But reach out, comment, whatever your questions. We'll put it out there. We want to do a Q&A type of podcast going in the future. Like I said, we're talking pipes soon with Waylon and all things Laudisi, which I think will be a lot of fun. We can get that going before our pipe show.
Still working on a college basketball podcast.
So we're working on a college basketball podcast, which we want to do with a customer here that's in our Durham store, who's a college basketball insider, to say the least. That'd be a lot of fun. And then we've got good stuff. We want to do our Seed to Ash educational pod. I think
if
we're
you
gonna
listen
do
to
soon.
this and we're looking for a volunteer, you have to wear a green suit. And
I think our volunteer is standing at a 30-degree angle from us right now, talking to a customer. He doesn't know it yet, but I think that's a green suit kind of guy right there.
T-Money.
T-Money. That was a lot of fun. It's good to get those off the chest. It's like it's like any support group. Once you say it out loud and there's people there to comfort you about it.
First step is admittance.
First step is that's right. That's right. But I'm gonna need somebody to make amends. That's what I'm gonna tell you right now.
That's exactly
I need somebody
right.
to make
That's
amends.
exactly right.
But shout out to all those people.
Shout out to all those people.
Shout out to all those people. Shout out to the clown.
She's out there
I hope
hustling.
that clown's just out there doing the Lord's work, walking around, supporting the kids, making balloon
I think she
animals.
actually left me some candy too.
God
I
help
didn't
you
eat
if
the
you eat
candy.
that
I
candy.
didn't eat
That
the
better go
candy.
straight to the garbage can.
Crack candy.
Crack can. All right. Tales from the Lounge.
Tales from the
Good
Lounge.
pod, buddy. All right. See y'all in the next one.
On the next one.
Peace.
Yeah, between two burns, yeah, between two burns. Come and join the convo. Jason and Ethan here to talk, yo. Chillin' while we filling up the room with cigar smoke. Hey, between two burns, yeah, between two burns. This be the show that you like. We always keeping it hype. We got cigars and a mic, talking the pipe and the pint. Let's go.